knows what's gonna have to happen, because that's where I'm just like, I'm lost at. I mean, I just don't get how this wasn't done how it was supposed to be done, and there's all the issues that's in it right now. I just don't get why. Yeah, let me stop right quick.
Yeah, so these are the debris I was talking about when I pulled the cylinder head off. You see all the shavings. So what it looks like happened is the cylinder head was machined, but it was never cleaned and was installed right from the machine shop with all the metal fragments in there, and they all just fell into the engine. So I guess it's a good thing we pulled it apart.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So as you guys seen, kind of changed up the intro a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and if you guys like it, let me know down in the comments, and if you guys don't, let me know also. I'd like to hear you guys' honest opinion about it. And as you guys can see, guys, the first two clips after that, you guys can see that we have some damage to the engine, the built engine that I had sent off to get fully built. Unfortunately, the machine shop did a terrible job in cleaning the engine, or the head itself. Did not clean it, did not blow it out, did not make sure that the head was 100% ready to go as he gave it back to the engine builder. And the engine builder also did not double check anything to make sure that it was good, free of debris. Unfortunately, there is a shit ton of debris in that engine after it was assembled, and basically as you rotated it, it created pressure in it, and it ended up sucking in a lot more debris into the block, landing on top of the pistons, in between the rings and the cylinder walls, and that potentially could have caused a bunch of more issues with the engine that I already have a ton of money into. A little backstory of this engine: I had it sent off to a local machine shop, or a local builder here. He gave me a price, he did give me a deal, and I ended up sending that block to him to get it fully built, the block and the head itself. I did supply the pistons and rod setup that I picked up on Marketplace. That package is from Ramy Racing. It came with sleeves. I ended up selling those sleeves because I wasn't going to utilize the sleeves. That package came with thrust washers, bearings, standard bearings, piston and rod setup from Ramy Racing, as I explained, good for up to 750 horsepower. Plus, you can get a little bit more than that depending on the fuel, how much fuel you run, how much boost you run. A lot of it plays a lot of factors in it, but it was guaranteed to make 750 horsepower. We sent all that to the engine builder. He ended up getting all that in December. 4 months later, we ended up finally getting the engine back after giving him a date. I got a bunch of excuses in between that, and I gave him a date finally that I needed the engine because everything was supposed to go in sequence how things were supposed to go. Unfortunately, things kind of got backtracked, other people, other things happening in life, and I understand that. So I gave him more time, picked it up still about a week later, and there was some stuff that I just wasn't in accordance with. When I picked it up, I noticed that he gave me a paper that was written with a bunch of paperwork, notes on it, and things just didn't make sense to me, on it, in all honesty. I ended up talking to a couple of people. They all gave me their input. I spoke with Dana. Dana says that he didn't agree with some stuff, that it should be doable. He spoke with other engine builders. They said the same thing, should be doable. And I was going to go ahead and run with it until I finally peeked into the engine itself with the valve cover. Took off the valve cover. I was going to prep everything to make sure no surface rust, add some oil into lubrication on it so that way we don't get no surface rust. And I ended up noticing some chunks of metal shavings in the head, and it wasn't just a few chunks, it was actually a lot of chunks. So with that, seeing that, I made a phone call with Armin, spoke with him, and I asked him how much he would charge me to fully inspect this engine, because again, bearings didn't make sense to me, other things didn't make sense to me, and I just wanted to make sure that this engine would last me and I wouldn't blow it up on the damn dyno. So he gave me a quote. That quote was $1,000, and I said, you know what, I don't know how I'm gonna afford it. I'll get the money. Let's go ahead and do it. And I sent it off to him. Well, a couple weeks later, I ended up getting that call from him, and then that video showing that there is a lot more debris in the engine, in my cylinders, pistons, cylinders, little crevices. It's everywhere, and that could have caused a lot of harm to my engine with the bearings, blow by. Possibly anything else. It could have caused more damage to the head also, with it getting stuck and creating leaks. Shortly after that video, I lost motivation to the car. I didn't want to work on it. The car still currently sits with the engine still in it. I haven't touched anything. Haven't even been in the garage. Everything's still in the same spots that I left it at. And it's a complete disaster in this damn garage because of zero motivation to continue with it. And it's been about a week after getting that phone call. So after getting the phone call with Armin, I told him that I was going to reach out to the builder, ask him to see if I can get some sort of compensation for it, some help with something. And I showed him the video explaining that we found issues. Thank God we didn't run it. And all I really got was, thank God you didn't run it. You saved yourself money. We didn't blow the motor. And that already is putting me to the sense where things aren't going to go right. I told him that I'm spending $1,000. He knows the person that is double checking it. He's known him for years. And I wanted him to possibly reach out. I didn't know what was going to happen. I wanted him to trust me. And if he didn't believe me in the price that I was paying, he could have easily just called him and Armin would have vouched for it. He ended up sending me that message as I stated, and then I told him an explanation about like I shouldn't be having to eat this cost, that the installation of things, that when you assembled it you didn't even take the precaution to check things and so on and so forth, and it created a big controversy. I mean, it created a big argument, and I got in return saying that I didn't give him the opportunity to fix it, that I took it to somewhere else. And I genuinely explained to him that if things weren't done properly the first time of inspection, making sure that your machine shop is doing a good work, and it wasn't done right the first time, why would I trust you the second time? Because there could have been situations of being like, no, your engine's perfectly fine, there's nothing wrong with it, that was just debris, there was nothing else, and you would have seen everything else, and who knows until what extent you would have gone to, would you have taken it apart, etc. So that is the reason why I told him I took it to Armin, because Armin is my tuner. Armin ain't gonna want to blow my engine up. He wants me to make the power. This car makes really good power, and the goal that I'm setting for, he's my tuner. You think he's gonna want to blow it up on the dyno? Not a chance in the world. He's built so many people's engines that I truly do trust him. Even with Jason, the Whitfield manufacturing, does the cages. He does his engines and he does all this stuff. So why would I doubt Armin? I doubted you because of the situation that we're facing now, especially making the executive decision for you to make me run 1030, 1040 oil, which is really never really heard of running on a boosted car, trying to make 700 to 750 horsepower. So after that, he said he would talk to the machine shop and basically see what they say. And if they say no, they say no, and that's it. And that's where basically it was leaving it off to. So after that message, I sent him a long message saying that I shouldn't have to eat this cost, that I do believe he is at fault and the machine shop is at fault. They're both at fault. And after that, I got ghosted, being straight up. And I was ghosted for about 24 hours to 30 hours, and I don't like being ghosted. I just want to try to resolve the situation. I want to try to make the issue resolved so that we can get it taken care of once and for all. Or even an answer, just responding saying, hey, let's try to figure this out. I'm going to try to do everything in my power to figure out a solution so that we can make this right. Whether it's on my end, whether it's on the machine shop's end, whether it's on all of our ends, let's just try to figure it out. That's all I really wanted to hear. But since I was ghosted, I made a phone call, not a phone call, but I made a text message back to him, kind of a sort of a threat, as in gonna file legal actions and put him on blast, 100%. He didn't like that. He says that I would jump to conclusions, that people warned him about me, and something that I already knew. And I told him, I acknowledged it. People warned you the way I am because I don't stand up for being screwed. I don't deserve bad karma. I don't deserve people just trying to take me for my money because I'm willing to pay up front, take people's word for it, and then get screwed in the situation that I'm in. He finally understood after we got in a phone call, after we spoke with each other. He understood my situation, my part, and where I was coming from, and we came to an agreement that I'm genuinely not happy with, but something is something. So he is going to return, and he is going to help me out with some money to pay for Armin's labor, and after that, it is what it is. The rest of it still lands on me, and I still have to replace the head gasket. Head gasket is too thin, and we need more of a clearance for the head gasket. It's currently a 40 millimeter brand new Cosmetic head gasket, where we actually need a 45 because misshifting could have caused me my engine, from what the information that Armin gave me after specking everything. Another thing is that we are going to have to go through a new set of bearings, possibly 2 set of bearings, to get the correct clearance to run the 2050 1540 oil. On top of that, we have to upgrade the wrist pins to heavy duty wrist pins. So all in all, I'm looking at about another $2,000. So I was only expecting to pay $1,000, and now I'm in at 2Gs. Aside from everything that I have to pay for, transmission work, everything else that needs to go along with it, because I've already paid for the transmission gears. We are going with Gen 2 GearX gears, and that is 1st through 4th. We're also doing carbon synchros with bearings and everything else, the whole kit. And so that is another $700 to $800, give or take. So in general, we're still looking around $3,500 for transmission work alone, plus to get the cuff. If I'm still debating if I should get the cuff, so that way the gear stack doesn't split. But again, extra money, extra money, extra money, extra money. And now you guys can finally see, and hopefully you guys understand why I'm losing motivation. But I am going to try my best to get back on track, because I do have a goal to make this power, whether it costs me. I just need this car up and running so we can enjoy it, so I can move on to the next phase of the next couple of builds that I'll need to do. So as you guys already know, I want to try to build a race car. I'm starting to figure all that stuff out, but in order for me to do that, I got to get rid of this car. Not get rid of it, I got to finish this car and deal with it once and for all and finalize it. That car, the next car that we probably will build, the race car, will probably be later on after we move, as I am going to be picking up an engine. I still have to pick up an engine. I still got to get a new transmission. There's stuff that I still need to do. So hopefully things take a turn for the best, and that we can get back on track, guys. But hopefully you guys get an understanding now of what's going on with the whole build of the car. I'm not just trying to lag on it, but unfortunately I'm facing situations that I'm just getting thrown at me and having to deal with them. So again, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I know I ranted on a lot, but I just wanted to give you guys a clear understanding of what's going on, what's happening, and hopefully we should be back on track here soon. So keep you guys all posted on what's going on in the next couple of videos once I get the engine back from Armin, and we'll go from there. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.